Now, fans of science fiction, and specifically The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, know all about the supercomputer that calculated the ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything. And that answer was 42. It was always treated as this brilliant, absurd joke, right? But what if I told you that this dense mathematical paper holds a real numerical answer that proves Douglas Adams was actually astonishingly close? Behold the real master key, 4.2. Or, to be mathematically precise, 4.236, which happens to be exactly phi to the power of 3. In the phi power spectrum, the golden ratio cubed sits at the absolute peak. This specific number, our real-world 42, if you will, forms the very top rung of a mathematical ladder. And from this power of 3, and the powers below it, mathematical constants that span entirely different fields of science will actually begin to magically appear. And that brings us to the phi power spectrum itself. It's a continuous hierarchy centered entirely on powers of the golden ratio. From our top rung at power 3, we're going to cascade downward by half steps and basically just watch the universe's constants effortlessly pour out. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of this convergence. We start at phi to the power of 3 and get 4.236, matching the copper ratio. We drop the power down to 2.5 and out pops 3.330, the bronze ratio. Drop it to phi squared, and we get 2.618, the lemniscate constant used in orbital mechanics. Drop it to phi to the power of 1, and we get the Erdos-Borwin constant. Literally totally distinct constants from completely different fields of mathematics, all generating perfectly right out of this spectrum. And man, it doesn't even stop there. We keep cascading right past 0 and into the negative powers. Phi to the negative 0.5 perfectly generates the Landau-Ramanujan constant from number theory. Phi to the negative 3 gives us the golden angle, which dictates how leaves literally grow on plants. Drop all the way down to phi to the negative 12, multiply by a simple scaling factor, and boom, you've approximated pi itself. The author evaluated the scaling system and found it matches over 100 unique mathematical constants across all of science, with accuracy rates consistently exceeding 98%. It's wild. To ground this a bit, just think of it like a giant ladder, the phi ladder. The positive powers correspond to discrete Fibonacci integer sequences. The 0 power sits exactly at unity, or 1, and those negative powers correspond to the endless sea of irrational numbers and mathematical constants. It just beautifully proves that discrete counting and continuous, infinite geometry aren't separate worlds at all. They behave differently, sure, but they are absolutely part of one cohesive, perfectly mirrored structure.